And we welcome you, sports fans, to this live video streaming event from Table Rock Sports Productions in partnership with our local schools. I'm Terry Ross coming to you live from St. Mary's High School in Medford, Oregon. Thank you for joining us today. This is the Lithia Superstore Game of the Week powered by U.S. Cellular at Siskiyou. Today featuring St. Mary's taking on the Sutherlin Bulldogs. We're pleased to bring you this game on TableRockSports.net in partnership with the Medford School District and our participating community business partners. Our sponsors keep these events free for fans to enjoy, so please let them know you appreciate their support. Please support Table Rock Sports by subscribing to our YouTube channel. Go to YouTube, search Table Rock Sports, and click on the red subscribe button. So St. Mary's comes into this game looking ahead and trying to get their first win of the season, I believe. We'll have to look these things up. We've a little discombobulated. They do have a 4-0 lead, though, as we go to the top of the second inning. And we'll try to get everything all set up for you one more time. And if you'll just give us a moment, we'll catch up with ourselves. I realize that what I just put up there reflects incorrectly, but we will fix it in just a second here if you'll bear with us. It's a 4-0 lead. We're now in the top of the second inning. There's a swing and a miss at the plate. That's Cortez for Sutherlin that's up there. He has an 0-1 count. Aldridge on the mound, but he misses with that one, and we go to 1-1. So both of these teams looking for their first win. Sutherlin also comes into today's game 0-3. We'll try and catch up with everything that we can possibly catch up with. Aldridge had a really good first inning as he struck out 3 of the 4 batters that he faced. He has a 2-2 count right now on Cortez. And he misses on that one, so we're now at a full count. Swing and a miss. And Cortez will lead off the second by doing what his predecessors have done, and that is that he struck out. Stimmett comes to the plate for his first bat of the evening. And he'll take strike 1. That one misses. Aldridge had a good outing the last time we saw him, which was when South Umpqua was here. They went up to South Umpqua, did St. Mary's to play 2. There's a called strike. And but Aldridge had a good game. His first outing here of the season last week would have been last Wednesday, the 14th. And there's a swing and a miss. And there's actually 3 outs. So Aldridge does his job, as there's no runs, no hits, and absolutely, of course, no errors here for St. Mary's as we go to the bottom of the second inning. As you can see, it reads St. Mary's 4, Sutherlin nothing. You're listening to the Lithia Superstore Game of the Week, a presentation of TableRockSports.net.
My Circle K, powered by GP Energy, you can turn an ordinary lunch break into something extraordinary with crispy, crunchy chicken. Grab and go their delicious chicken, chicken tenders, famous biscuits, and tasty sides. MyCircleK.com.
U.S. Cellular believes everyone deserves 5G. That's why we've included 5G on all plans, no extra charge, whether you're working or playing. All U.S. Cellular plans include 5G, no extra charge. Get the new Samsung Galaxy S21 5G free with no hidden requirements. U.S. Cellular.
Get the latest 5G phones for free today at Siskiyou Cellular, an authorized agent for U.S. Cellular with 7 Valley locations. Visit souscellular.com for details.
Fuel your daily adventure at My Circle K, powered by GP Energy. Whether it's morning motivation to get your day going, adding crunch to your lunch, fueling up for a road trip, your journey begins with My Circle K, powered by GP Energy.
And we welcome you back to St. Mary's High School. We're at the bottom of the second inning. And just getting started, it's a 1-2 strike to Woollett. So the 1-2 count. Palm on the mound for Sutherlin. There's a swing and a miss. And that was actually Parrish that swung and missed. That takes us back to the top of the order with Gomez. He'll take strike one. There, Gomez lifts one out to center field. That's going to get down. The center fielder will handle it, though. And Gomez stands on at first base, getting in quickly to handle that was Diaz to handle that for Sutherlin. So another hit. And a runner at first. 1-0. Johnson is at the plate. 2 away. That's caught, snared by the shortstop that time quickly, as getting that, surprisingly, was Doolittle. And it didn't seem like it, but he lined that one right to the shortstop. So we have arrived, we made it through Oops. Hold on here. We go to the bottom of the third. As you look at the John L. Scott scoreboard, as we continue to get ourselves to operate correctly here, you'll see that it reads that it's St. Mary's 4, Sutherlin nothing. You're listening to the Lithia Superstore Game of the Week, a presentation of TableRockSports.com. Well, apparently we're not going to take a bit of a break here like I was thinking we possibly would. Oh, there we go. We'll just keep it here for the moment. As it's a 4-0 ball game, St. Mary's off to an extremely hot start here in this game against Sutherlin as they look for their first win of the season. We will remind you, though, that today's game is brought to you in part by My Circle K, powered by GP Energy. Morning motivation, crunch in your lunch, and fuel for your road trip begins with My Circle K. I think we're getting ourselves kind of caught up with. Here comes Sutherlin at the top of the third, and there's a ball by Aldridge. Watman is at the plate. And that one misses. So right now, Aldridge has 6 strikeouts. 1 hit surrounding those 6 strikeouts. There's a strike, 2-1. There's another swing and a miss. We are at 2-2. Foul back to the screen. Will remain at 2-2. Strike 3 called. Watman caught looking. Fultz, the left-handed batter, is at the plate. He tries to bunt, but misses. And it comes strike 1. Swing and a miss. 0-2. That one's way up high. Coach Aldridge was talking about some of these players before the game. There's a swing, and it's going to go foul down the third base line. Would have been a hit if it would have stayed fair, but Coach Aldridge was talking about this. Some of these players have never played high school baseball before. In fact, most of them on his team haven't. And those that have played, they do have some experience, haven't played in a couple of years. Some of them, he says, that even though they're 10th graders, they haven't played since they were in the 8th grade. As that pitch missed down low, and we go 2-2. So this is quite a learning curve going on here for the St. Mary's Crusaders. Aldridge, that one's going to get through for a hit, and standing around at first base is going to be Foltz. As he has a single. That's only the second hit for the Sutherlin Bulldogs, and it comes with one out. So Diaz is up there. He'll see what he can get done. And he misses on the bunt, strike one. 0-1. Foltz has been ahead on almost every count. Every batter he's had an 0-1 count, it seems like. There's a swing and a miss by Diaz. Foltz is taking a lead off first, not much of a lead. And there's a swing and a miss to throw down to second, and they've got Foltz. So, there we go, another strikeout, but Foltz was caught stealing. And he was caught trying to get down to second base, so throwing out that way. And so we have now arrived at the end of the third inning. Take that back. We go to the bottom of the third inning here. As we do, we look at the John L. Scott scoreboard, and it reads St. Mary's 4, Sutherlin nothing. You're listening to the Lithia Superstore Game of the Week, a presentation at Table Rock Sports.
By Circle K, powered by GP Energy, you can turn an ordinary lunch break into something extraordinary with crispy, crunchy chicken. Grab and go their delicious chicken, chicken tenders, famous biscuits, and tasty sides. MyCircleK.com.
US Cellular believes everyone deserves 5G. That's why we've included 5G on all plans, no extra charge, whether you're working or playing. All US Cellular plans include 5G, no extra charge. Get the new Samsung Galaxy S21 5G free with no hidden requirements. US Cellular.
Get the latest 5G phones for free today at Siskiyou Cellular, an authorized agent for US Cellular with 7 Valley locations. Visit souscellular.com for details.
Fuel your daily adventure at MyCircleK, powered by GP Energy. Whether it's morning motivation to get your day going, adding crunch to your lunch, fueling up for a road trip, your journey begins with MyCircleK, powered by GP Energy.
I welcome you back to the Lithia Superstore Game of the Week, powered by US Cellular at Siskiyou. And you can see on the John L. Scott scoreboard, and it reads St. Mary's 4, Sutherlin nothing, as we head to the bottom of the third inning. Reasonably sure I didn't give Sutherlin a credit for a hit when they got it. Here we go. There's a grounder dropped. So Gomez, no, take that back. Lawrence leads off the third. He's on, but I believe that they're going to call that well, they should. If we're going to officially score it, it's an error. And there's a line drive over the second baseman's head. Lawrence will stop at second base. Aldridge is on with another hit. Actually, Aldridge walked his first time up. Now they find that St. Mary's finds themselves with first and second and nobody out. There's a pop-up. Pitcher's going to say he's got it. And he does. That was Haynes. It flew out to the pitcher. Now it's Russo. That's down low. That's foul, first base side. And we'll go to 1-1. I'll make the coach run for this one. So Aldridge is at first. He's there on a single. Lawrence is over at second, and that's fouled away. He got on by means of an error. That's inside. So Russo's ahead 3-1. And there's the walk. Russo draws a walk, and that's going to load him up. And that'll bring up Ozelik. So little conference there with Palm. Ozelik has them loaded. 1 out. He'll look at ball 1. That's fouled away. Palm's going to have to really work hard to get himself out of this mess. 1 out, bases loaded. Down low. We go to 2-1. I see we've lost our camera. We'll try to do what we can to get that back at 3-1. We're struggling with the camera today. We don't even know what its problem is. But we'll do what we can here when we get a break. Let's just go with audio for the moment. And there's a walk to Ozelik. That'd be the second walk of the game. And coming in to score is Lawrence. Moving over to third is Aldridge. And moving up to second is Russo. We'll change chords and see if it's happier. We may have to make a change here between innings. Just going to warn you right now. There's a strike called. 0-2 to Woollett. Playing center field today. There's a pop-up. Second baseman's going to grab that and run him back in. That's Rethwell. So Woollett will just pop it up to the second baseman. Parrish is at the mound, or at the plate. Palm on the mound. Trying to figure out how to get out of this. Bases are still loaded. Oh, 2 count. And foul tip. And misses 1-2. The 1-2 misses outside. 2-2. Mr. Palm has himself in a bit of trouble here. He does have 2 outs. How's that going for him? There's a swing and a miss. And Parrish will strike out to end the inning. So, as we look at the John L. Scott scoreboard, we see that it reads St. Mary's 4, Sutherlin nothing. John L. Scott, Medford, Ashland, and Eugene. We're going to go dark for just a moment and see if, well, before we do that, maybe we'll see if it likes the camera. And we welcome you back to St. Mary's, where we go to the top of the 4th inning, and Sutherland takes a few swings, and there's one that's going to get by. As opening up the 4th inning is Doolittle, and he has a single. Three hits for the Bulldogs, but they haven't managed to get any of them around into scoring position, as Aldridge has been fairly stellar. He's got 8 strikeouts so far. There's a throw to first, but Doolittle is back. There's a called strike on McKnight. That's fouled back. 1-2. Nope, make it 0-2. My mistake. 0-2. And we do have a man on first for Sutherland. That misses. 1-2. Again, fouled back. So McKnight hanging tight, making Aldridge work for it. 1-2. So I'll change the score. The scoreboard says it's 5-0. And it was, because they had a run come in and score. So there's a swing and a miss. And McKnight becomes a strikeout victim. Ruthwell is at the plate. He was a strikeout victim back in the first inning. It's how the inning ended. One away, one on. And that misses. That's the 9th strikeout for Aldridge, getting ready to get to double digits with the next one. Bo Aldridge pitching a great game. There's a strike. 1-1. Not sure how long they'll let him pitch, though. Last time they didn't let him complete the game. After the 4th inning, they took him out. He was on a pitch count. But I don't know if they've taken the pitch count off or not. Didn't ask the coach that question. And there's a throwback to first. But safe is Doolittle. The count goes to 1-2. Aldridge is a right-handed pitcher. You can probably see that on the screen. Swing and a miss. And so Rethwell becomes victim number 10. Aldridge has struck out that many. We're in the top of the 4th. An ad offering to Cortez is down low. Cortez was up in the 2nd inning, struck out. That's going to be a familiar refrain. And there's a little pop-up to the pitcher. Aldridge has it and throws to first, and Cortez is out, number 3. So, we will go to the bottom of the 4th inning. As we do, we look at the John L. Scott scoreboard, and it reads St. Mary's 5, Sutherlin nothing. You're listening to the Table Rocks, or the Lithia Superstore Game of the Week, a presentation of TableRockSports.net.
Choose a company that best represents you and our local community.
Choose a company that focuses on relationships rather than transactions.
Choose a company that empowers their employees and provides growth opportunities from within.
Choose a company that shows compassion and rises to the occasion in times of need.
Call a John L. Scott broker today.
This year, don't just replace your windows, renew them with beautiful and energy-efficient windows from Bill's Glass. Having new windows installed by Bill's Glass dramatically update and improves the look of your home and helps reduce energy bills year-round. Let Bill's Glass show you what you've been missing. Bill's Glass, the largest glass company in Southern Oregon for your home or auto, as well as the trusted industry leader for over 50 years. Bill's Glass in Ashland, Medford, and Grants Pass.
Welcome back to St. Mary's High School and the Lithia Superstore Game of the Week. Powered by U.S. Cellular at Siskiyou. Presentation of TableRockSports.net. We move to the bottom of the 4th inning in St. Mary's with a huge 5-0 lead. As Bo Aldridge pitching them right to victory today. He has 10 strikeouts through the first 4 innings. So Russo will lead it off. If I have that right, I don't have that right. Parrish was the last out. Gomez will lead it off. Gomez has popped out to third. I'm going to make that first. He popped out to first base. And then he had a single the next time up. So he's 1 for 2 on the afternoon. Let's see what the Crusaders get done in this inning. Palm's still out on the mound. And Gomez will take high, ball one. Looks like number 7 is still on the mound. Sutherlin has gray shirts on, and there's a bounder. That's going to get by everybody, and that'll go as a base hit. So Gomez leads off the 4th with a hit. His second of the game. I was saying about the Sutherlin jerseys, they're gray, and then they've got dark numerals on them. And from our right field vantage point, you can almost tell who's doing what. This is Johnson. He'll take ball one. Johnson hit a double in the first inning, came around to score for one of the 5 runs for St. Mary's. And then he lined out to shortstop. This is going back, and the center fielder has that one. As chasing it down was Diaz. And Johnson becomes the first out of the inning, so Lawrence will see if he can't move Mr. Gomez along. And Lawrence, he had a double. He scored. He got over to third base on a pass to ball and then scored later on in the inning. He was also on by an error in the 3rd and also came around to score then. And that's going to go all the way to the backstop. That pitch, and Gomez will be down to second base. That'll be on a, I guess it's a wild pitch. Could be a wild pitch or a pass ball. Really not trying to make those determinations here. So Gomez stands down at second. There's a swing, but a miss. Well, not really a miss. It was just fouled back to the netting. Well, Lawrence hangs in there. 2-1 now. And that misses. Seven hits so far for the St. Mary's Crusaders. There's a swing and a miss. And Lawrence is looking at a 3-2 count. He has Gomez at second this time. There's a grounder foul. These two teams will meet again, but it'll be up in Sutherlin later this week. They'll meet on Friday for a doubleheader. This particular conference is playing a single game on Tuesday. There's a foul back to the screen. We'll stay at a full count with one out. They're playing a single game on Tuesday, then a doubleheader on either Friday or Saturday. For the most part, Friday, but there are apparently some occasional Saturdays thrown in. And that's a walk to Lawrence. And that'll bring up Aldridge. And that is lined sharply into right center field. Diaz is on it. Coming around to score, though, is Gomez. And going all the way around to third base is Lawrence. So an RBI single for Aldridge. As the Crusaders continue to pound the ball. Well, let's see what we can. Doesn't want to do that. And going home is Lawrence. And moving up to second is Aldridge on that passed ball. So we have just Aldridge standing out there by himself now. That one's fouled way back. And we're at 1-1 with Haynes, the first baseman. He had a double. Back in the first, came around to score. Popped it up to the first baseman. The next time up, there's a deep drive down the left center field line. That's going to go all the way to the wall at 310. Aldridge will hold up. And they're going to say it went foul. So we won't get excited about any of that. I'll just go back to a 1-2 count. It went foul at the last minute. That misses. That'll even the count, 2-2. Couple of hits this inning, but walks, passed balls, wild pitches, all of that have been the story of the inning. There's a back to a 3-2 count. Palm is starting to miss now. And that goes foul. Oh, that's interesting. It's actually a 7-0 game, but my scoreboard won't let me reflect that. I'm sitting here struggling with it. That's going to be taken. Nope, it's going to fall in front of the right fielder. And Haynes is on at first, and going to third is Aldridge. So the inning continues. Well, my scoreboard's going to be worthless the rest of the game. And we've lost the camera again. There's a throw to second. As getting down there is Haynes. No, I take it back. He's out. Sorry. He was caught stealing. So now there's 2 outs and 1 strike to Russo. Well, there we go. Now it's starting to let me work again. But we have no camera. So I'll just have to do this the old-fashioned way. It's a 1-1 count. And Palm is set. And there's a swing and a miss. Aldridge stands over at third. We have a 1-2 count to Russo. Seven-0 ball game. And Paul misses again at 2-2. Full count, 3-2.
What kind of coach do you want to be? This?
Hey! What is that? Come on, guy! You're killing me!
Or this?
I love it. I love what I see. I don't care about the mistakes. Everybody makes mistakes. Guys making millions of dollars on Sunday, they make mistakes.
Know your role. Learn more at southernoregonsports.org.
There's a time machine, not so far away, that takes you back to a world just a few streets wide, where wonder rules the day, and families are transformed, from the smallest bug-eyed explorer to that surliest know-it-all. So dive into the past and let them see the world through a simpler lens called Southern Oregon. Their adventure begins when you travel Medford.
And we welcome you back to St. Mary's High School, where we are going to move along to the bottom of the 5th inning. About the best I can do for you, dear listeners, is to apologize for the way this is behaving. But it's a 7-0 ball game in favor of the Crusaders as we head to the bottom of the 5th. At the plate is Ozolek. He'll take strike 1 as we get the bottom of number 5 underway. At down low. 1-1. Grounded into a double 6-4-3 double play. Walked the last time he was at the plate. Looking to get something going here in the bottom of 5, and that one misses. We're at 2-1. There's a bouncer out to the second baseman. It's going to get under, and he'll be Ozolek will be standing at first base. Nobody got to that one. It snuck between the second baseman and the shortstop. Woollett steps up. Struck out. Popped it up to the second baseman. Looking to get a hit. Eight hits, unofficially anyway, for the Crusaders. Some changes being made. No? Discussion. I think we've... And that wasn't Ozolek either that hit. That was Liam Cho. So we'll have to put Mr. Cho's name in here. And the pinch hitter in the 5th inning. There's another dribbler out to the second baseman. Fires over to first, though, this time. And there's one away. And indeed, that wasn't Woollett. That was Hamilton. Joy now is over at second base. I have a 2-0 count. Should be Parrish at the plate. There's a called strike. 2-1. Three and one now. That's down low. And that wasn't Parrish either. Number 18, which is Olson. He draws the base on balls. So I have first and second. St. Mary's looking to add to this 7-0 lead. Yeah, and there's a pass ball. And that'll move Choi over to third base. So now we have first and third. And that misses. 3-0. And that misses. So that moves Hamilton. I make that Olson over to second base. And Gomez stands at first. We'll load him up again. With only one out. That misses. 2-0. Sutherlin pitching staff can't buy a strike all of a sudden. There's a grounder. That's going to get past the shortstop. 1 run will score. 2 runs are going to score. They throw it to the home, and they got him. So I got a little hasty there. Johnson got the single, moved Gomez down to second base, but Olson is throwing out. 7-2. And misses. We're at 1-0 for Lawrence. So we will fix our bases here, I guess. Maybe. This thing. We've lost the camera again. Talking to my poor cameraman. He's having a terrible time. And that'll be the end of the inning. And I apologize, we were looking over here to try and figure out what our problems are instead of watching the game. But there it is. As we go to the top of the 6th, the John L. Scott scoreboard now reads St. Mary's 7, Sutherlin nothing. You're listening to the Lithia Superstore Game of the Week, a presentation of TableRockSports.net.
In our store is that we have the best selection and the best value for the dollar.
My name's Haley, and I've been showing sheep for 5 years through 4-H and pigs for 2 years through 4-H. 2 years ago I got Grand Champion, and today I got Reserve Grand Champion. It's a really good program, and it teaches the kids self-responsibility. The program wouldn't be how it is today if we didn't have people like Sherm coming out and supporting us.
If you shop with us, you will save money.
It takes meticulous planning, continuous monitoring, and forward thinking to deliver the perfect 3-egg omelet.
Gonna miss. We've kind of lost track of where we are in the batting order, fighting the issues, so we'll catch up with you. There's a grounder to third, throw to first, and it's a successful throw. And that was Haynes. So Haynes grounds out to third base. Stimmett for Sutherlin. Should bring up Russo. And he looks at ball 1-0. That one bounces up to the plate. We'll go to 2-0. So the Crusaders, when it comes to their turn to play defense, if they can hold on for 3 outs, are going to win their first game of the season rather convincingly. They'll see the Bulldogs again Friday. And there's a line drive to first base, but not on time. So Russo is on. Misplaying that one was Diaz, who's moved over to first base. And we will have a pitcher change. We'll try to catch up with some of these changes when we come back. As you look at the John L. Scott scoreboard, you see that we are in the bottom of the 6th, and it reads St. Mary's 8, Sutherlin nothing. You're listening to the Lithia Superstore Game of the Week a presentation of TableRockSports.net.
Workers' comp claim was denied. Or was it accepted? Now what are you supposed to do? Find out for free. Call Schlesinger and de Villeneuve immediately and let us fight for you.
Since 1991, Medford area residents have looked to Eye Care Associates of Southern Oregon for vision care for the whole family. Specializing in optometry for adults and children, ECA uses state-of-the-art diagnostic tools to scan for health risks and get your prescription just right. Get your students a comprehensive vision check to ensure they have their best chance to learn and succeed. And look good while you see well. Specialists in our optical boutique have extensive styles on hand or can special order. We hope to see your family at Eye Care Associates of Southern Oregon. Visit eyecaresouthern.com to learn more.
Waiting, even a few days, to report a work injury or illness could cost you everything. But how do you know what you should do? Find out for free. Call Schlesinger and de Villeneuve immediately and let us fight for you.
Welcome back to St. Mary's High School, home of the Lithia Superstore Game of the Week, powered by U.S. Cellular at Siskiyou, a presentation of Table Rock Sports. So they've made a change, Sutherlin has, out on the mound. It looks like it's Doolittle that's now pitching. Russo is on first base right now. Cho is up at the plate. A swing and a miss. He's in the hole. 0-2. Well, that one's down low. 1-2. There's a swing and a miss. And Cho is down on strikes. Should be 1 away. Nope, 3 away. My fault. So, we'll go to the top of the 7th. Not that my scoreboard's going to let me do that. But we'll go to the top of the 7th. As we look at the John L. Scott scoreboard, it now reads St. Mary's 8, Sutherlin nothing, as you listen to the Lithia Superstore Game of the Week, a presentation of TableRockSports.net.
Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford. We've stocked up with over 200 new vehicles from Chrysler, Jeep Dodge, and of course, Ram trucks. Choose from one of our largest inventories ever of new Jeep Cherokee 4x4s. Test drive a new Ram 1500 and see why Ram is Motor Trend's back-to-back-to-back three-peat truck of the year. And remember, we've added the convenience of test drives from your home and an online process to purchase and deliver your new vehicle. You'll find the new vehicle you want at the low price you deserve. Only at the Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford Superstore.
Dear Dad, I was afraid to say this to your face, but I heard you yelling again from the stands during my game. You were shouting at the coach, the refs, even the other parents. It embarrasses me when you yell at everyone. It really stresses me out. I love sports, I love my team, I just want to play, but not if you always lose your temper. Love, Katie.
Know your role. Learn more at southernoregonsports.com.
Welcome you back to the Lithia Superstore Game of the Week, as we have already begun the top of the 7th inning, and Sutherlin has a base runner on. That's a number we don't even have, I don't think. Oh, it's number 13. Number 13, my fault. Cortez. So Cortez is on at first. That's fouled away, and Aldridge has an 0-2 lead. as he battles what we supposed to be Stemmet. That's inside. 1-2. St. Mary's 3 long outs away from getting their first win of the season. There goes all the way to the backstop. And heading down to second is Cortez. The next one misses, and we have a full count. There's a throw over to first. And there's one away. But the runner on second advances to third. I may have read that wrong. That's the number 13 is Cervantes, not Cortez. Cervantes. That misses. Ball one. 1 out. 1-0 count. 8-0 lead for the Crusaders, but Sutherlin has a man at third. Let's see if Aldridge can close this out. That misses down low. We're 2-0. That'll get the dugout for St. Mary's stirring around a little bit. That misses. 3-0. There's a strike as Aldridge just puts that one over. 3-1. Would help the cause to get a strikeout or a pop up in the infield right here. Strike 2. Called strike 3. 2 down. The runner at third, of course, has to hold. A long discussion, all kinds of discussions as St. Mary's coach was out to the mound to visit with Aldridge. Sutherlin having their own discussions. Swing and a miss. 0-1. Aldridge fires, swing and a miss. 2, and a throw to third, but back easily was Cervantes. So, Sutherlin down to their final strike. And that's all the way to the backstop, and that's going to score a Sutherlin run. Way over the head of the pitcher that time, or the catcher that time. There's a foul. And the count will remain 1-2. We're still down to the final strike for Sutherlin. Strike 3. And that will be the ball game. And so, we look at the John L. Scott scoreboard. You see that the final is St. Mary's 8, Sutherlin 1. You'll find John L. Scott in Medford, Ashland, and Eugene. We're also going to begin the My Circle K postgame show, powered by GP Energy, where they fuel your road trip and add crunch to your lunch. Today, St. Mary's runs off with an 8-1 as behind the pitching of Bo Aldridge as he struck out over 10 batters, and the Crusaders just took advantage early on of his pitching prowess over the Sutherland Bulldogs. So they'll meet again on Friday, doubleheader time for them. St. Mary's goes to 1-3. Sutherland falls to 0-4. We thank you for watching today's broadcast. We'd like to thank Medford High School for hosting the Lithia Superstore Game of the Week on TableRockSports.net. Again, the final score on the John L. Scott scoreboard, St. Mary's 8, Sutherland 1. This has been a special presentation of Table Rock Sports. The executive producer is Joe Brett. Thanks for watching, and good night from St. Mary's High School in Medford, Oregon.